Alrighty, hey guys, what's up? And welcome to Anything Goes podcast show. This is Random Girl, and here with me is the kind young gentleman,
Kombat AllStar.
Don't know why he's so excited, but yeah. What?
No, go ahead.
No, but anyway, today, we just want to talk to you guys a little bit about the show on CMT. If you guys know that channel, it's like a country channel, has like country music videos and things like that. And basically the show is called Broken Skull Challenge, and it's Stone Cold Steve Austin's show, which is pretty awesome. So basically on his show, they have 8 men and 8 women, and they're like really tough, like physical athletes, and they go against each other 2 on 2 on 2. For each, there's like 3 obstacles, and they go through these like really tough obstacles, and the last one that wins gets to go to the Skullbuster, which is like pretty crazy. And they have on the last one, the Skullbuster, you carry like this big old log that you have to carry like a mile down a crazy hill, and it's like there's about 4 or 5 obstacle courses that they have to complete, and the last one and if you win, you get $10,000. So when I first saw it, like last year, I think in November, I started seeing it. I was like, dude, this show is awesome. I want to be on this show because I'm pretty physical myself. I played a lot of basketball when I was younger, in middle school and high school, and I was into mountain climbing. So I was like, dude, I have to be on this show. So anyway, I thought it was worth mentioning and talking about.
Yeah, and I mean, Stone Cold, he's done a lot of things after after his injury and he couldn't wrestle anymore. Mm-hmm. One thing he did was the podcast, it's funny because people know about the podcast a lot more than the Broken Skull Challenge.
Yeah.
And I think it's because Broken Skull Challenge has been around a long time, mm-hmm. long before the podcast. But the podcast is on WWE Network, so it gets more exposure and everything. Mm-hmm. But this is actually pretty cool. I watched a couple of episodes with Random Girl. She knows more more about it than I do because she's a regular. She watches it all the time.
Every Sunday, baby.
Where I don't, I watch it just sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's a really good show. It reminds me a lot of a modern day American Gladiator. Mm. So if American Gladiator ever came out brand new in this generation or this time, mm-hmm. I feel like that's what it would be. Mm.
Okay, I never heard. What's American Gladiator? I never heard of that.
It's a show that came out back in the late '80s, early '90s, mm-hmm. where you had an obstacle course, a competition between like 5 people.
Yeah.
So maybe you have like a teacher, a dumpster truck driver, a school bus driver. 5 different people from different walks of life, and they were all in shape.
Oh, okay.
And they would compete against each other, and also compete against gladiators, which were the show's really muscular, fit guys and girls that would go and do different things. So,
and you said they would compete against each other and also the gladiators?
Right. So, how in Broken Skull Ranch you have like you pick up the log and you run across, and you mm-hmm. wrestle, whatever. So, like for example, they have on Broken Skull Ranch there's a part where you wrestle the other opponent, mm-hmm. and you have to kind of get them out of the ring.
Pit, yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's called the pit. It's like sumo wrestling. And American Gladiators, that person would have went up against a gladiator instead of another opponent.
So it seems like maybe when you beat the regular people, if you get past them, then you have to go against the gladiator?
No, you go against the gladiators from the gate. Oh. So any competition you have to go up against someone, you would go up against a gladiator. You wouldn't go up against another person you're competing with.
Okay. And that was a good show?
Yeah, it was a great show. It was really popular back in the day.
Okay.
I liked it a lot.
Okay, yeah. So if you know about the Gladiator show Kombat was talking about, Broken Skull Challenge is pretty much similar to that.
Yeah, it's very similar. I say Broken Skull Ranch is a lot grittier. American Gladiator was very Hollywood, very spectacle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And the Skull Challenge, they get it in. They're like tough.
Yeah. I mean, these guys were tough too. Yeah. That show was not a cakewalk, but it just, the look of it, the production value looked almost almost Hollywood. Not like pretty, I would say, but it was very very Hollywood, very produced. As Broken Skull Challenge, I feel like it's very gritty, very real.
Yeah, you just go out to the desert and then you just go.
So the tone is different.
Yeah.
So it's the same kind of stuff, except you go against a gladiator, except instead of one of the people you're competing with, and then the tone of it is a lot more grittier. Mm-hmm. I would compare it to like a WWE Monday Night Raw versus a Lucha Underground.
Gotcha. And I'm not sure if it's centered, because I think at the moment, I'm not sure if he moved back to Texas, but I think Stone Cold, he was temporarily residing in California. So I'm not sure if the Skull Ranch is in California or Texas. Do you know?
I'm not sure. I know the podcast is in Los Angeles. He always says it before, starts up the show if you watch the podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's in Los Angeles, but how it looks, I feel like it should be like in Texas or
right?
something.
Yeah, I know he was like living in California for a while, but then I like read more. Then they said like I think he moved back to Texas or whatever. So, but I know it's like in a desert setting. You know, it's nothing but like sun and heat and just dry freaking dirt, man. They're like going in. So anyway, like I said, when I saw it in November, I was like, what is it? As I just so happened to I changed to CMT on mistake because I usually don't watch that channel. And so I saw the show, and it was like these two big, like, muscular guys just, like, wrestling. I was like, dude, what the heck is this, man? Especially on CMT. And I was watching. I was like, dude, this show is it, man. So I looked up the title and everything, and it said, Steve Austin's Broken Skull Challenge. I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? This is freaking awesome. And then I keep watching, and then I find out, like, they take turns. So they'll have 8 men, and then they'll have 8 women. So it changes per episode. And then when I saw there was women, I was like, oh my gosh, I freaking love this show. I have to be on this show. So yeah, I've been a fan ever since. It's been out since 2014, and it's still ongoing, so.
How do you enter in the Broken Skull Challenge?
He has an application. You go to his website. I'll have a link up for you guys if you're interested. And pretty much you just go to the website, and then you go, and there's something like, hey, you want to apply? Then you go to the link, you apply. You leave your information, I think a picture too. If they like you, they get back to you. It's very simple.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the process was for American Gladiator. I think it was pretty similar. But I mean, it's been a while, so my memory's a little fuzzy on it. I'm not, Googling or looking it up or anything, but
yeah. So, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, so I'm getting back in shape. I'm eating my plain yogurt. I'm drinking my water, my lemon water. I'm eating my rice cakes. I'm getting back in shape, man. Well, I want to try it out.
You already and she already buffed out. You guys see the picture up there. She got those big old arms and everything. So
I got muscle to me, but I'm not as fit as I was, in college and stuff.
Yeah, for that show, you got to have some cardio.
Yeah, you can't just look the part, man. Like, because a lot of people that look strong and they got beat because, you got to have more than that. You got to have more than just big muscles. You got to have a lot of energy. You got to have stamina. You also have to be strong. You have to have a lot of heart, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of heart, a lot of stamina.
Determination. And grit.
But everything is cardio, I feel like, too. Because, climbing that big mountain at the end and then, running alongside of Steve Austin's truck or whatever the heck.
Yeah.
So,
I think it has a go-kart or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you have to have strength, too, because you're carrying a big old log. The men carry, I think, is 75 pounds. I think the woman is about 45. But then also you have some where you have to lift up big old tires, like 100-pound tires and stuff like that, and pull, like, what is it? You have to pull, like, these heavy freaking crates and stuff like that, so you have to have strength too. Yeah, strength and stamina.
Really,
gotta be crazy too. Yeah. I think I got all those. So
yeah, and it's funny because in the American Gladiators they wore like pads and elbow pads.
Yeah, ain't got no pads.
They ain't got nothing.
They ain't got nothing on there. They just
over there.
You just got your clothes on.
But I do feel like in American Gladiator there was more physical though. More fighting. It was like the jousting thing they had.
Oh, like they're like kind of sticks.
Yeah, they're like little sticks and they have like little weights on the end, and you kind of hit you're on this big old beam, and you gotta like knock your the gladiator off, or the gladiator will knock you off.
Yeah.
There's a part where you have to run through kind of like these paper things, and the gladiators on the other end, so you gotta like knock them down and run through them. And
that sounds fun too. I can do that. Yeah, I can definitely tell. Skull Challenge, I feel like is definitely harder though.
Yeah.
You gotta push it.
Because Skull Challenge is more of a workout.
Yeah.
And then American Gladiator is more of a test of strength, test of will. Not saying that Broken Skull Challenge isn't, but I feel like American Gladiator is more of that, and Broken Skull Challenge is more of a workout. So just hanging in there, lasting, and doing what you got to do to win. And then you win. Okay, so how's the winners go? You win $10,000.
So if you win, you win $10,000. You got to reach up to the bell, climb up the rope, ring the bell, and you win $10,000. And then after that, you have competitors after you, and if they beat your time, then then you go home, and then they're the new champion. But if they don't, then the returning champion, they keep winning more and more money until a new person comes.
Right. So at the end, there's a challenge called the Skullbuster challenge.
Yeah, Skullbuster.
And basically, when it's a process of elimination. What you said, like 8 people or something.
There's 8 people in total.
But when you
in the beginning,
and then whoever wins out of those 8 people takes on the Skullbuster, and it's this big crazy obstacle course. So you go in there and you try to get the best time and beat the person that set the time before you. And the person that set the time before you always shows up at the show.
Yeah.
And I don't know, watches you do it, I guess.
Yeah, they just watch you do it, and you're like, okay, you think you can beat their time, and they also want to show you this is the person who won. You think you can beat their time, and then if you do, then you send them home. If not, then that same returning champion keeps on returning, collecting that money until somebody beats them.
Right. So that was one of the interesting things I saw. Like, Steve Austin's giving away $10,000, period. Mm-hmm. So if you make it to the Skullbuster challenge and you can't beat it, the champion before you gets another $10,000 for just sitting and watching you fail.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean,
I'm going to put it like that. Well, sitting watching you fail.
That's what it is. Like, I'm going to go watch this person fail and collect my $10,000 and go back home. So I don't know if this happens every year or every.
It happens once a year.
Once a year.
Yeah, and I think they start looking for people towards the end of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like it should happen like every 6 months because it's one show and they complete the whole competition in one show, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I don't know how often it happens, but I figure if it happens every year, then
yeah. Well, it's kind of like a season, you know. Every reality show or a regular show is on once a year, right?
But do they complete the whole challenge and everything in one show?
No. It's a few episodes.
Oh, okay.
Think about 15 episodes.
I thought they did everything in one show.
No, you can't do that.
Okay. Mm-mm. Well, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I know. I keep going. American Gladiator.
How you gonna do it in one show?
I mean, American Gladiator did it in one show. So,
because you have to in order to keep having in order for new champions to keep coming and challenging the champion, you have to keep making new episodes. You can't do all in one thing.
Yeah, I know that, but I just thought it was more. I thought it was everything in one. Like I said, I don't watch this whole thing. Mm-hmm. Every show that I've watched with you has been the end. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's the season finale or something because they win and they get their money or they go home. So.
Yeah. So there's about 15 episodes per season, and they're all around an hour long.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you haven't, I'm not sure who has CMT out there. I don't know if anybody even watches CMT.
And it doesn't matter. You can be, you don't physically have to be a current athlete. You get what I mean? I mean, you don't have to be a pro football player or anything. You can just be, you have to just make sure you're in shape. A lot of these people, they're like lawyers, like a lot of stay-at-home moms been winning too, and they were shocked. How'd she win? She's a stay-at-home mom.
She got all the time in the world. What do you mean? How did she
win? Like
win?
Grocery clerks and stuff like that. And they've been shocking people and they've been winning. So, as long as you have like a strong background and you still keep it in shape, then, that's all you need. You don't have to be like a crazy athlete or anything,
Yeah.
So.
Definitely.
And then the one that's coming on this Sunday, you guys got to watch and tune in. It comes on every Sunday on the channel CMT. What is it? 7 o'clock, I think, my time. So
Mountain Standard?
Yeah, Mountain Standard Time. So it'll probably be like 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Right.
Yeah. But we'll have all the information up for you guys.
Yep. So go ahead and, I don't know if it...
Oh, I got a question. Kombat, do you think I could do it? You think I could win?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. No, really, do you think I could win?
Yeah, I mean, why not? That's my real answer. Well, yeah, why not?
Okay. Why do you think I could win?
Oh, this is a girl trap. I don't want to answer this. So, everybody out there, do you watch CMT to watch Stone Cold's Broken Skull Ranch? If you haven't, are you interested in watching it now? We'd always love to know what you think.
And then if you think you could, because it's challenging. I love challenge. So if you think that you can do it, he's always says, if you think you're tough, then hit me up. I want to talk to you. So if you think you can do it, just go to the website and apply and shoot.
Indeed.
You never know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like, subscribe, share. Let us know what you think. Let us know your thoughts.
Hit us up in the comment box.
And until next time,
peace.
So long.